Welcome back to my Spigot plugin coding series. Today we're going to be covering the basics of commands. If you haven't already watched it, check out the first episode to see how our workspace is set up. The link should be at the top right corner now. Anyways, let's get started. First, we're going to want to create a new package to put all our commands in. It's generally good practice to have one class file for each command, and by putting it all in a package, we can organize our classes better. I'm going to call our package command, and our class test command. Go inside your test command class. We need to set it so that we have the proper methods to have Spigot recognize that this is a command class. So at the top, write implements command executor. Once you do this, you'll see a red line where you need to hover over it and import it. You'll see another red line afterwards underneath your class name. Hover over it and click add unimplemented methods. Let's remove some excess text and change variable names to make it easier on us. For this command example, we're just going to use /test. Firstly, we're going to want to make sure that the person running the command is in fact a player. On a server, both the console and players can run commands. If the console runs a command involving methods that target the player, we'll get errors, and that's not what we want. So, type if then an exclamation point indicating not sender instance of player. This will check if the sender of the command is not a player. If that's true, we want to return false. The onCommand method is a boolean, meaning that you can either return true or false. You return true when a command is successful, and false when it's not. Because it's not a player, we're just going to return false. Let's start writing our command. Write if labels equals ignore case test. This will check for our /test command. Equals ignore case will make sure that even if we capitalize part of test, it will still recognize it. Let's go back above this function and add a new line. Since we know for sure that our sender is a player, we can let our code assume our sender is a player through casting. Let's write player p equals, in parentheses, player, sender. Originally, sender is a type command sender, but since we know it's a player, we can assign it a new type. This is basically what casting is. We'll go over this more in the Java Basics episode. Back inside our command, let's just send the player a message with p.sendMessage hello world, so we know our command is working properly. Make sure you add a return true. So now that we have this file finished, we need to go back into our main class file and register this class. In our onEnable method, write this.getCommand test new test command with parentheses afterwards. The test again makes sure that it's checking for the command /test. Let's register this command in our plugin.yml. At the bottom of your YML file, write commands. Underneath, type a few spaces and write test, again being our /test command. Underneath test, write description, and then just give it a short description. Once this is all done, we can save our files and export. Let's go load this on a server and check our command in game. Alright, now let's run /test. And there it is. You can see it's telling us hello world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and check out our other tutorials. That's all, and I'll see you next time.